Imagine yourself at 75, diagnosed with age-related macular degeneration. You've gone through countless exams and treatment regimens. You've always held out hope that your vision would just get better. Instead, over the years, it's slowly but steadily gotten worse. You can no longer recognize people on the street who say hi to you.
But it was gradual that the vision problem developed. I was still working full-time, and I found myself using magnifying glasses to check my work on my computer at work. I also did lots and lots of sewing. I love working with fabric and sewing. That has really suffered. I have COPD as well as the vision problem, and they both seem to appear or be identified at about the same time. And I came home one day, I just went to bed and cried.
At your next appointment, you steal up the courage to ask the doctor, "Will my vision ever get better?" The response is not what you'd hoped for. There's really nothing more we can do. You're devastated. How can that be? Unfortunately, there's no magic wand for you. You can't just wish it away.
The doctors weren't particularly encouraging about the dry macular degeneration. They weren't encouraging that there was any solution to that, and they'd say, "Well, I don't think there will be a cure in your lifetime," which didn't really, get you really excited and want to be what you wanted to hear.
And while it may not be a magic wand, in the face of this reality, we at Hadley can look back to the advice of our co-founder, Dr. Evie L. Brown. Prevention of blindness, if possible. If not, Hadley. But what does that mean? For the most part, their world has not gone completely black, but everyday life has become more challenging.
Once I was diagnosed, I said, in my head, I had it in my head that there was no way I could do anything. So I went into a shell. What am I going to do with my life now? I can't drive anymore. I can't even leave the house. And I went to a huge depression. One day I just sat up, and I can't explain it. I'm just going to say something snapped inside my head. And I sat up and I said, you know what? I'm dying. I'm actually physically killing myself, not getting out of bed, not getting any sunshine. I'm literally dying. So I got up, went to the computer. I typed in, who helps blind people? Hadley was the very first thing that came up. That was it. My whole world started opening up. My whole entire world changed with just one search. And I just knew it was meant to be.
With a few tips and some practice, you can safely pour yourself a cup of coffee again. Hadley has helped. These everyday wins add up. Confidence builds, and frustration fades a bit. And while compromised vision may mean giving up the car keys, you realize that your sense of community doesn't need to disappear. You pick up the phone and join one of our call-in groups, and you're connected to peers from all over the country.
There's something in there for everyone, for everyone's interest, even to help you with your anxiety. There's even stuff in there for that. You can do your cooking, you can do your other stuff, sewing, whatever it is that you did. Get in there and find other people also who are going, you're not alone.
Incredibly, there's no need to search for Hadley's help. Instead, help just appears right where and when you need it, online, on the phone, or through the mail. And it's free.
I knew the words, I knew the results of macular degeneration, and no services were mentioned, no consultation about what to expect. I tell everyone about Hadley because for me, that was the breakthrough. It's specific and it's educational and it's real-time practical application. But just think what it would have meant to me had I started out with Hadley. When I was first diagnosed, I would have not struggled trying to not look like I can't see well We have a world out here, but sometimes somebody has to show you the path, you know.
But none of this would be possible without people who felt inspired by what Hadley is doing and decide to support us. People just like you. You see, our true superpower, the real magic behind Hadley, is you.